Welcome in, everybody. For some reason, my camera still is tilted. I'll fix that in a second. Welcome in to Goblets&Warlocks. This is episode 37 of Dragonlance. We do have a changing cast again. Welcome back, Jazz, to the family. You've been missed. She is not reprising Kiri because we agreed the write-off for that character is pretty much perfect. We don't want to touch that anymore, so she'll be introducing a new character tonight. Sorry we're late. I completely lost track of time. Me setting up and I was on the phone, and next thing I know, I'm like, oh crap, we're supposed to be live in 2 minutes. So we're late because it's my fault. So let's see. Charity event coming up in October. We do have the wonderful Cleansing Rain and Nylish from this stream in there as special guest players. I'll be giving away some giveaways to include Miss Shadowheart and Karlak. So those would be giveaways for the stream, along with in collaboration with Loot Studios like last year. They'll be giving away a pack on the very last night. I did upload the teaser for that. Kept it a little ambiguous because who's playing what. I didn't put names out there. It's a teaser for a reason. So, with that being said, if you're watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below what your favorite part is. I'll turn it over to our wonderful, lovely players. Cleansing Rain. I'll adjust my cam.
Hello, y'all. My name is Cleansing Rain, playing Dastion Yinvari in this Dragonlance campaign. As far as personal things go, I've been working 3 jobs for the last 5 weeks and tired, but you know, the end result of working 3 jobs is a nice bank account, and we're finally getting to that point. In happier news, on my weight loss journey, I've dropped another 10 pounds in the last 2 weeks, and I finally crested under 250. Albeit only by 0.2 ounces thus far, but nonetheless, bringing my total to about 65 pounds lost so far, and I'm just feeling good about it. Feeling good about a lot of things, and excited to be playing Dastion tonight as we get out into the field and a little bit less raunchy behavior in town. Maybe get to see Dastion grow a little bit in his courage or lack thereof instead of growing in his arrogance and other departments.
Jazz?
Hello, I'm Jazz, back in the party. Yes, I'm no longer playing Carrie. Me and Jigen decided that that was a good place to leave it. I am now going to be playing Jenna, so we'll see how she fits in.
Nylish?
That'd be me. Hi. Nylish. I'm still playing same character over here too, Vera. Your Kinder Paladin. I will be playing, as he said, in the charity stream coming up. I don't really have any other announcements other than that. So
Mela.
Hey everyone, I'm Bookworm and I play our Kinder Cleric, Mela. This is my very first D&D campaign that I've ever done. And glad that Jazz is back with me and Nylish. We're the original 3 that have stuck with it. But super excited to see where we go this evening.
And Elison. Or Sindao, I'm sorry.
I'm Sendo. I'm playing Ilson, as Jugen has said. I have no special announcements for anything because I am a boring person. I have not lost weight. I had plans to go to the gym this week. I didn't. I slept in my bed, and I was very comfy.
Well, that being said, we have a new intro video tonight. If you followed the campaign in any capacity and know the previous players and the players we gained and lost on the way, there's a certain screen that you get to that I feel the feels for. So hope you enjoy it. It is the new song. The lyrics written by here Nylish, and I've generated the music for. I hope you enjoy it. So grab your goblet, sit back, relax, and let's get into tonight's episode.
We are the fearless few, a pint of ale to see what we do. We fell giant worms and we free the weak. When danger rears, you know who to seek. We stand as beacons at night, guiding lost souls towards Michiko's light. With hearts unyielding and spirits bold, the fearless few forever told. Near and far the rumors are out, no adventurers ever in doubt. Now pick your poison and stomp on the ground. We'll tell you our tale in this little town. We are the fearless few. You'll never guess what we will do. From jailbreaking pubs to walking on water, we might be the first to turn talk to slaughter. So when all hope is lost for you, there's only one thing left to do. Count those Manticore balls and more. Drop to your knees and pray on the floor. Lie to a dragon, pick up your sword. Fireballs away atop the hole. Mock the siren, make her laugh, then show them what's real bloodbath. Heed the call, raise the shield wall. Hold the line, no matter who falls. All your eyes out, don't know what to do. That's what it means to be the fearless few.
Welcome back. Welcome in, Rusty. I haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing well. Welcome in, just in time. Ellison, would you like to lead us in tonight's recap, please?
All right. So, we saw one of our party mates wander into this crazy, I don't know, archway, portal thing. That's what they said. It was a portal. But I don't know anything about portals. But when we approached it, some giant, I want to say it's a creature. I don't know. But, you know, brave Dame Dragonheart. She led the charge, and she got all the focus so that we could go in and defeat said creature. And it got pretty scary at times. She get knocked unconscious. I was very, very concerned for her well-being. And then people just started walking through this tunnel thing, this portal. I guess that's just what they do here, and they're very experienced. And with some encouragement, I too made our way. We went in, and we came to an abandoned encampment of sorts. I don't know. Again, it seems very everyone just seems like everything was okay with where we ended up. But I was a little nervous, tried not to show it. But when we eventually made our way in there, we after resting, of course, because I got beat up real bad, and we went into one of the buildings or whatever there, and now there's just a woman floating here. And again, everyone seems okay with this, so I guess it's okay. But we'll see. I am on guard right now. I'm a little nervous based on what we've seen so far with this party.
Is that yours?
I think that's where we left off.
Well, you left off going inside and seeing somebody new.
Yes. Isn't that the person who's floated in the air and just kind of like hanging out suspended?
I didn't say she was hanging out suspended.
Well, in my delirium of having been bludgeoned so much, she looks like she's hanging out, floating in the air. Am I totally misrepresented? Did I write that down wrong? I definitely wrote down they are like suspended, floating in the air.
Yeah, I think you miswritten that down there, buddy.
I was just so excited.
Jenna, would you like to describe what your character looks like?
Yeah, so I think the last thing that happened was Vera stepped forward and was like, "Hey," and then Jenna turned around. So she goes, "What?" and turns around, sees all these strangers. What you guys see is a fairly short, not super short, like 5'3", seemingly human woman, young woman. She's wearing red robes that are sort of reminiscent of wizard robes, but they're hitched at one side so that her legs are free. And she has in one hand a spell book that she has been perusing while she's looking at whatever she was looking at the wall. And in the other hand, a little black quill. And her blonde hair is thick and wavy. It's tied in a very messy bun. She's got bits hanging out everywhere. Blue eyes, pale skin, but very, very freckled. Like she's been out in the sun a lot, you can tell. And she whips around, wide eyes, and oh gosh, who are all you?
I think that's a question we should be asking you.
Me? I look around at the whatever I was looking at on the wall. This is hi, I'm Jenna. I'm just a researcher. I'm no one of consequence. If I can just scoot around, y'all, and I can leave.
Insight check.
We're on insight check.
Come on, it was gonna happen. I'm really bad at this though, so
And
But
Jenna,
roll-
you can roll any deception if you're trying to deceive anybody or persuasion.
Well, I'm not hiding anything, but with that, you can probably tell she is very nervous. She's just been blocked in by a whole bunch of people she's never met before. But she seems genuine in her desire to just sneak away, just leave. It's fine. Just, I'll get out of your way.
you say you're a researcher?
Yes.
Yeah, what are
If you look
researching?
at this, what was on the wall, Drugan?
I don't know what was on the wall.
Well, if you look at the inscriptions here, you can see that it's a very ancient dialect of bloody blah blah, and she just goes off on a little, like, research tangent that makes some sense, but not a lot.
I would imagine you were sent here to try to figure out from the other person that we had talked about to figure out what was going on here. So you're probably searching the walls for some sort of clues of what happened here, and you didn't quite figure it out anything yet. As you are standing in this doorway, the only light to this location is where you just came from the opening from the land. Looking past the open on the wall is just pitch black. So
Like through the gap in the wall.
Yeah. So if you do not have dark vision, you cannot see anything.
Can I retroactively say that I have a mage hand summoned holding a torch that's like following me around?
Ha!
You can do it now. I mean,
Whose hand is that?
It looks like a very dainty, well manicured blue hand just holding a lit torch.
Well,
Oh,
now I can see.
That's just my mage hand. You know, you got one hand on the book and one hand on the quill, so you gotta do it extra hand.
I turn to Dash and I say, is this powerful magic that you can do as well?
I have to check real quick. I don't know if I can or not.
I think you can. Isn't it one of your cantrips? I think you did it before. Or I might be thinking of
Yeah,
Featherfall, I know he did.
yeah. I've had Featherfall, but no, I don't have that.
That's a little fun.
Well, my young Ellison, it is It's not necessarily advanced magic, and it's can definitely think of a few good reasons why one would like a extra hand. But no, I don't have such abilities. I can do everything I need to do with these two hands here, although many people have accused me of having 3 or 4 hands with how skillfully I play instruments, but in this case, no, they are both mine and they are both right here.
Well, I was just researching this area because you can see from the stonework here, this part down here, and she points down to the bottom where it's, rough and a bit dirty, but it's relatively clean. But if you look up here, there is recent soot marks, which would suggest that there have been many torches other than mine in this area recently. So somebody has been here, a lot of somebodies.
And just how recently did you arrive at this well of research?
Oh, not long ago. I came from the Mages of High Sorcery, and I'm actually looking for some people, but it doesn't matter. Well, I've been here for a little while, maybe a week or two, but it's just I need to try and figure out what was going on here that so many people would come and try and, be in this ancient abandoned place.
How long?
I'm sorry if I ramble.
How long, Jugan, would you say? We saw the remains of the encampment out there. Did they look like really, really old or relatively fresh?
The main encampment, they looked been here a while. I say maybe a couple months or so. But the one little tent that you found and the scroll, whatever, is very fresh. Like it was quickly made. I gotta change my battery. It's dying. Talk amongst yourselves.
Are you an actual mage with with performing magic like that with your hand?
Oh, yes, I'm a graduate of the Mages of High Sorcery. Is that what you meant? I'm sorry. I'm not very good at the social stuff.
Yeah. And I kind of dart my eye to Dame Drankorn, knowing I should have studied this before, but I don't know the differences between the mages and whatnot.
She's wearing the red robes.
Yeah, that's me. I know there are colors. That's about it.
Are you familiar with the Mages of High Sorcery?
Again, glancing towards Dame Drankorn. Yeah, there's
You would know you would know in your studies that.
Yeah, I'm not super studious, as it's been established.
Listen.
Yeah. There's red, like you.
You
and
should
then
be
there's,
skipping on in your homework.
we were, I think I get hit real hard in the head. I think this lesson just kind of, maybe I'll just rest and I'll let the experts talk. And I just kind of look away.
Dame Vera, I apologize. I should have trained my student better.
They gotta learn somehow.
Wait, Vera?
Yeah.
Of the Fearless Few?
Yeah.
Oh, so you've heard of us.
Yes! You're the people I've been waiting for! Oh my gosh! I thought you were never gonna get here! And she, takes out... Well, she's already holding her spell book, but she, flips to a different section. And it's like, okay, Scribby, let's get to introductions. What was that?
I'm just getting my sword ready. When you're casting a spell or something.
Introductions.
See, you.
Well, I here am Bastion Yinvari, self-proclaimed leader of the Fearless Few. A pleasure to meet me, I'm sure. He's going to extend his hand like this to you.
I take your hand, both hands, and you notice another mage hand has appeared to hold the spellbook. It's very nice to meet you, Mr. Dastian.
I am sure that it is, but feel free to call me Daz if you like.
Oh, okay.
I'll
mhm.
tenderly walk forward a little bit. I'm Mela. Uh, are you taking notes on us?
Oh, I don't need to take notes. I know everything about you. And in Kenda speak, I say to you, Mela, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Uh, Likewise. Um, s- okay. And you just can tell she's very, very confused.
I'm Ellison, squire to the great Dame Drakehorn, but
I have heard of Dame Dracorn. I have not heard of you, which is strange. Are you a new member?
well, as a squire, I'm still trying to earn my stripes, as they say. So, I don't know. I guess
Probationary.
yes, I
At
have
this
to earn
point,
my way.
she does take her little black quill and starts taking notes about you, Ellison.
I try to look.
Be gentle, be gentle, be gentle.
I'm sorry, Scribby. I know I write too hard. I'll try to be gentle.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. But I love you all the same.
I love you too, Scribby.
Who do you love?
Oh, this is Scribby. It's my spell book.
How you do? How you do? Squeepy's the name. How you do?
I lean towards Daz and I go, "Is this also normal with your group? Like talking books and floating hands?"
I can hear you.
Yes, Scribby is special. He awakened because of my particular style of magic. He's a sentient spellbook. Most of them aren't.
Well, this is most impressive to find. I suppose we shall continue with introductions, but this begs forth a whole new line of questioning for me.
Yes. Yeah, I agree.
Lady Vera, it appears that she already knows your name, so I don't know how much more of an introduction, but perhaps a nice handshake wouldn't be out of your...
I immediately hold out my hand.
I am going to ignore the hand and cast Divine Sense.
Fey, fiend,
What does
or
that do?
undead?
Yeah, Fey Fiend are undead that are not hiding within 60 feet. Or is it 30 feet in this room, basically?
You don't sense
And
anything from
Not
me.
behind total cover is what it says.
Okay. Currently, you do not detect anything.
Now, just to throw it out there, I don't know if anybody else has dark vision, but Daz does have dark vision. Can I see anything in the opening behind her that would be attentive or a call for attention?
No.
Or does it look like a vacant room?
From where you're standing right now,
Yeah, just seeing within the frames of the door.
how far out can you see? Up to 60 or 30?
I think it's 60.
Got to scroll down quite a bit to find it. Seeing dim light within 60 feet, as if it were bright light. Only discerning colors as shades of gray.
So, ruler, you can see pretty much all the way to the back room. All right. From where you're standing, without the walls cutting off, you see straight through the room. You can probably see partial of a staircase going down, and then the far back room, you see just like broken, like it could be like weapons racks, tool racks, or something like just broken wood all over the floor.
As nothing pings on my Divine Sense, I will extend my hand then.
She was sort of starting to pull back a little bit, like disheartened, and then she shakes your hand very vigorously. It is really a pleasure to meet you.
How do you know about us exactly?
Oh, yes, Scribby, time. And she opens to that page that she was originally turning to. Greetings, my new friends. My name is Jenna, and I have been sent by the illustrious mages of high sorcery to accompany you in your quest as a replacement for the initiate who fell through. I look forward to working with you and hope my skills in wizardry and all things arcane will be of great service to you. Yeah, that's my introduction.
When you
Proud
say
of you. You read that perfectly.
When you say fell through, and I look towards the group.
She left. She's fine. She's,
So
as far as
like,
we know,
literally
fine.
fall through something.
Oh no, to my knowledge, she went somewhere else and abandoned the mission, so I'm here to replace her.
I just, we've, kind of fallen through some random stuff lately, and I'm just,
Yeah.
I just.
That's
wanted
good.
to-
I have a spell for that. You
Oh,
won't be
what?
falling.
Oh.
Well, you will be falling, but slowly. And landing softly, like a feather.
Like a
Now
slow,
that is one I
soft
can
fall.
do, Ellison.
Ooh.
Oh, you know Featherfall too? That's good. We can cast it lots of times.
It's not that hard of a spell. I know it as well.
Oh,
I like your robes.
oh, thank you. I know they're a little shabby, but they do the job of covering my body.
They don't need to do that, but I was meaning the color. The color's gorgeous.
Oh, thank you. Yes, I do prefer the red over the white and definitely the black. And it sort of matches my hair too. Or complements it.
Vera, roll
Whatever.
a history check.
Who?
Vera, roll a history check.
Flat 12.
It wasn't a high DC, but you remember Laura when got issued certain colors.
Yeah.
She didn't get to choose her colors.
Well,
Well,
go ahead, Zar.
you seem like a quite learned individual. I hope you don't mind if I privy myself to some questions for you.
Oh, of course. I love intellectual discussion.
Wonderful, and we shall get along great. I myself am from the College of Eloquence, and enjoy having a good banter from time to time. That all being said, my first question for you, if you are so knowledgeable about us, and sent as another emissary for the Mages of High Sorcery, I was wondering if you would have any information about magical items or artifacts of the land.
There we go.
Perhaps in particular ones that resemble this one. And he pulls out his it's not a Strumman, but it looks just like the Strumman.
Yeah,
It's a replica.
Yep.
And they say,
Oh.
I'm looking for the true version of this. This one is a very exact duplicate. However, have you any learnings of this sort of thing?
Oh, the Strummond, you said.
Give me a history check, Jenna.
History check. History. Ugh. That was a 4 on the dice plus 6, 10.
Plus 6.
You've heard of the Strumman. You thought also it was legendary. But you couldn't. And your research is not really tailored to the musical arts, so hearing or reading on passings of this legendary Strumman, you really didn't pay no mind because that's not where your research in lines with. So you thought it could be an urban legend. You're not sure, but you've heard of it.
I've definitely heard of the Strummond. This is a lovely replica, if that's what it is. Yeah, unfortunately, my research is not so directed towards the musical arts, but I can tell that the enchantments on this particular piece are very good.
Ah, yes, but they pale in comparison to the real version. Nevertheless,
Oh, I'm absolutely sure they do.
I thank you for those details. How about, per se, a bronze dragon egg?
Bronze dragon egg. I don't know anything about that.
Well, good. That puts you right in line with the rest of us, then. And
Wait,
lastly,
what do you know about a bronze dragon egg?
Well,
that we
know
don't
where
have
its
it.
mother is.
You-
Was I
you
not supposed to
had it
reveal
at
that
one
information
point,
to people we
though?
just met? Yes, I've held it.
Where?
In my hands, of course.
Yeah, where did you have the egg that you held in your hands? Where was it?
At Camp Carrion Clay. We had it for about 5 seconds before a large, what color?
Black.
A large black dragon descended upon us, more or less almost ended the fearless few, but we persevered nonetheless, although we were unable to maintain possession of it, and now have
The
been
black dragon
charged.
took the egg?
Correct.
Oh,
And it is not the sole object of our search, but it
No,
is
of
very
course.
high up there. And then I'm sure another question that the whole party is wondering if you're a researcher here, and you're obviously very inclined with research methodology and whatnot. And given that you're sent as a steward to assist us on this going forward, how can we know that anything you're telling us is true?
Oh, I have a scroll here. And she holds out a scroll, and it's got the stamp of the Mages of High Sorcery and basically says everything that she said in her introduction. I mean, I could have
go
forged
then.
this, I suppose, but this is all I have?
And have you seen another sea elf wander around these parts? You said you've been here for a week or two, but probably just about an hour before we arrived.
Oh,
We
I've been in
believe
this
one of our
cave.
friends was on this way here.
I've been in this part of the fortress for, oh, I don't even want to think how long.
About like a couple minutes.
Hmm?
For about like a couple minutes.
I've only been in here for a couple minutes.
Yeah, you just came down here not too long ago.
Did I see an elf then?
No.
Oh, okay. I have not been down here longer than I would want to think about, but no, I'm sorry. I must have been in my tent. I didn't see any other sea elf. I'm sorry.
Well, there's no need for apologies. Well, I suppose if you're working with us, then catch us up. What are we doing here? What can we do to help? And are you ready to go deeper in? Do you share the same fearlessness that the 5 of us have, or the 4 of us have? 5 of us?
Absolutely.
Does Ledna?
Have I discovered anything in this portion of the fortress?
No, you just like you literally got down here like right for 5 minutes before they came down.
Yeah, but I've been here for...
You brought up Levin, and Levin is going to turn to Vera. Vera, you said something about increasing the power of my sword. Here's my spare great sword that I had Ellison pull out of my pack. Is there a way you can make it better?
I can. If you wanted that right now.
I feel like we don't know what's in here, and if we get another scrap like the last guy, this won't do any good as is.
Okay. One moment. It is just concentration, this, isn't it? Yes, it is. So I am going to reach forward for her weapon and put my hands along the blade. You're going to see it glow very lightly for a moment there as I cast magic weapon. And I'm going to be concentrating on that now for the next hour.
Is that
That gives you another +1, but also it makes it a magical weapon. We were having problems before with not doing damage because it didn't take damage to the not magical.
I appreciate that. If it becomes too taxing, please let me know and you can release it.
Of course, you were helpful back there.
Appreciate it, Ingvar, and I'm ready whenever you are. Does anybody have any other light source other than dark vision people?
I've got my torch.
I'm pretty sure it's probably in the bag of holding, but there should have received a drift globe not too long, a while ago.
I'm still not allowed to touch Ragaroo.
What did you say it was?
A drift
Was it-
globe. Yeah.
Somebody had grabbed it. I don't remember who.
It was our other mage who had that.
Yeah, I don't have that.
Mm-hmm.
But I do have.
Boom, boom. Mela, give me a death save.
Okay.
Dodge and bacon.
Is an 11.
All right. Jenna, I'm not sure. Listen, if you've seen this yet. Rideroo spits out a drift globe, Mela, and you're able to see it pop up. You haven't seen that in a while, and Rideroo says to you,
Elf lady left this for me in my bag.
Ooh. Thanks, Haru.
You might want to catch it. It's falling.
you're going to add one drift globe to your inventory.
Okay.
Oh, fascinating. I've never seen a bag of holding do that before.
He has a very special bag of holding.
He's a shithead, is what he is.
Is the bag of holding sentient?
It is.
Barely.
Oh, fascinating. I love that. Isn't that great, Scribby? That's so great.
Yes, it is. Excellent day.
But
So
Vera,
are you privy to our mission, Jenna? I
I
know you
am
were
privy-
sent here to help, but do you know what we're doing here?
I am
Should I
privy
just
to the
tell them
fact-
who sent you? Stop tiptoeing around the thing.
Who sent me? I was sent by the Mages of High Sorcery.
I know. The person who sent you. Wine. The one
Wine?
y'all, yeah, the one that y'all met in
The
Calaban.
Black Robe
The black robe one.
Oh,
runs the magic
Yeah.
shop there.
we hadn't agreed that was who sent me.
You, that's one of the first things you suggested.
Was it? I don't know. I was suggesting Dalamar, but you said that wouldn't work.
No, that wouldn't work.
I don't think he's done his test yet, 'cause they're not calling him Delamar the Dark. So he's not in his black robe yet, so he would be able to be your superior.
I was sent by wine at Calaman.
And you also were sent on that other mission as well from your other master.
Yep.
Okay. As long as we're tracking.
So
You kind of
know
have like
what
two masters the way you're subclassed.
Yep.
So you do know why we're here then.
Yes. You are trying to defeat the dragon army, more or less.
We're looking for the City of Lost Names. That was the answer I was looking for. But we're
Oh,
looking
be
for
nice, Sarah.
that's
She can't
We're
know
looking for
everything.
any clues of that in here. Before we went any further, she needs to know what we're looking for.
Oh, no, I agree with you, but just be nice about it.
I did do thorough research, but there's a possibility that some information fell through the cracks. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna look for another rock on the ground.
I'm going to go stand behind Ellison or very close to Ellison, put him between me and Vera.
Yeah, you can find plenty of rocks on the ground as this is.
I just look oblivious.
I'm attempting to look oblivious to what Vera's doing, but I am aware of her location.
I'm pocketing it for now. All right. Going forward, that's what we're doing. We're looking for any clues to the City of Lost Names. Delamar
City of
sent us
Lost
here.
Names. Got it.
So, are we ready? Are we going to waste this hour for Vera's power? Standing her.
Yeah.
So
No,
talk.
we're ready.
Before we embark anywhere, just quick over the table. We took a short rest before entering, correct?
Yep.
Yep.
So we
in
lose
her
our
tent.
temp HP because we all have temp HP still, but that's lost.
Because you did a Song of Rest, didn't you?
No.
Now, the temp HP I have on me is from Ellison's ability. And I asked him before if it dissipated, and it doesn't have a time limit on
It
it.
doesn't
Mine
say,
was from
yeah.
Armor of Agathis,
Ah,
but
okay.
that has dissipated. I'm just making sure. And if it has, and the rest of the party is
How long's Armor Atticus last?
1 hour.
1
But
hour.
we took a short rest, so I assume a short
That's
rest
30
is
minutes.
well,
30 minutes or an hour.
but I had Armor of Agathis when we fought the golem, so I'm probably
Oh, yeah,
expiring.
yeah, it's expired.
Then before we descend anywhere, I'm going to recast. Oh wait, is motivational speech only once per day or once per short rest? Creature gains 5 hit points and advantage on wisdom saves. If they hit by an attack, it has advantage on its next attack. Blah blah blah. Oh, it doesn't matter. I don't have any level 3s left available anyway. Never mind. Sorry. Ready to move when we are.
Alright. Alright, we're kind of going like a hybrid here as far as like VTTs. But let me know what you want to do, where you want to go, and what are you doing? Did you activate the Drift Globe? What are you doing?
Yeah, I don't know if I know the word for it to activate it. So what do I do with the globe?
Give me Arcana check.
Okay. Do.
Meanwhile, I'm kind of peeking my head into the doorway and just kind of looking at the room in its entirety.
Oh, nice.
you were the only one with dark vision now, by the way, Daz.
Yep. None over
No,
here.
I have dark vision. I have dark
Oh,
vision.
that's
I'm
right,
just back.
because you're Twilight.
Yes.
Man.
Twilight Sparkle.
Mela, as you're holding the strip club, for puns, I don't care because it's funny. You're scouring, trying to find, and you just happen to mutter "flame on." In this strip globe, you have now daylight up to what, 60 feet?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well done.
I don't see a flame.
I don't get it either. That just happened.
Well, I don't think we need this anymore. And I'll have the mage hand just sort of like dunk the torch just onto the ground and roll it around until the torch goes out. Put it back in my bag.
60 feet?
I believe so.
Lights
Let
up
me
the whole
double check.
damn place.
Yeah, it lights up the whole fucking place.
It's 60 feet, yeah.
Well, look here, y'all. It seems like there's some sort of altar up here.
Oh wait. This is why I don't.
Perhaps we're in some temple of some sorts.
I believe it was a fortress.
Sunward Fortress.
Well, it also was a monument to the god
Enough.
Syrian.
Oh.
From what I remember from my studies before we came to the Waste.
Yeah. Give me a religion check there. Anybody is looking at it.
Catch me all the.
Anybody that rolls a higher of 14 recognizes the symbol on the altar as the holy symbol. Oh, actually.
What do you think it is, Ellison?
So, I guess I should have read this. Okay. A ramp of packed clay descends from the surface through the gap in the ancient stone wall. It emerges into a chamber of thick dust and old air. Top of the low dais of the north stands an altar carved with candle scones and shadow basins and stylized flames. South, a spiral staircase says stairwell winds downward.
Winds downward.
Yeah, winds, but it says winds. Whatever. Winds downward to the east. An archway leads to another chamber, which is this over here is the other chamber that you had initially saw into. It is the altar of Seren, god of creativity and change. Whoever rolled a 14, you do know if you speak a prayer to Seren, typically bestows something to you at this type of altar.
I think we all failed.
We all failed. So, would
I don't even
Clarice
know it's a
have been able
god.
to roll that with advantage since she studied this particular place when we were studying in Kalman?
Who studied it? Mela?
I
It was
did.
it was you.
Yeah,
Mela,
you would
right?
do. Yeah. Roll with advantage.
So just
Actually,
roll
no.
again.
If you studied this place, you would know. Actually, yeah, you would know.
Okay. Okay.
You don't even have to roll.
Huzzah.
You're-
Cool. So I would know that if I pray here, we'll be gifted something.
Yeah, to Seren.
All right. Well, I feel like Syrian is a close friend of Mystical. If this is a monument to him, then perhaps we should ask for his blessing before we go any further. And I'll look at Vera. What do you think?
Well, best to do this at the start of the temple so they don't drown us again if we go any further.
What?
That
I-
doesn't sound like a bad
You all
outcome.
drowned once?
Yeah.
It's impossible for me to drown.
Well, you weren't there just yet.
No, I'm learning a lot about this group, though. This is great for my first day.
God of creativity. I think I could work with that. What was his name again?
Syrian?
Syrian?
Syrian? I don't
Oh,
know.
Syrian. We come to this ancient place to honor you and receive your blessings. Thank you for being the god of creativity. Amen.
Yes, hail Syrian. And I look around, hoping that's correct.
I think you just begged him for stuff.
Uh,
We humbly want to proceed further and ask for your permission. We will not destroy anything in this temple.
Who would want to destroy anything? This is history.
Yeah, we kind of broke a wall in the last one,
Oh,
among other things.
Dear
As
Syrian, stay out of our way. I'm just kidding. I didn't say that.
as you did 2 of y'all pray or only 3? Or 3 of y'all? Oh,
I don't know if you count what I did as pray.
Ellison
Alright.
kind of latched
So-
onto my prayer.
Yeah. So
I
with y'all
assisted.
3 y'all praying, you're not sure which one took hold, but the basin in front of you, as this red liquid fills up, and somehow this potion bottle forms, and what's inside is this red liquid potion. He grants you the potion of fire breath.
Mm,
So we automatically know what it is?
I'm giving it to y'all for free because y'all prayed.
Yeah, sure.
This is a potion of fire breath. And Melee would know from her research that's probably what you would have got.
The pyrotechnic qualities for one of my performances, along with some fire breath, might be quite immaculate.
fire hurt. Seals.
Only if you're in the middle of it.
Yeah, he'd definitely be in the middle of it.
See, my next song, when I bring up talking to the previous mayor, who's really a secret bronze dragon in disguise, I could breathe fire after saying it, and it would shock the whole crowd.
What?
Oh, I guess I'm not supposed to be telling people about that, am I? But you're one of us, right, Jenna? You're not going to tell her that I told you?
Can you tell me the name of the last town you were in where the mayor was a bronze dragon? Out of curiosity.
I look like a puppy that just got scolded for peeing on the floor at Vera. Kind of like with a take over this conversation, please. I may have said too much.
We were charged with not revealing that information. And if you would excuse our blabbermouth over there, we would like to keep good ties with that connection, so we're not going to divulge any further, especially in territory we are unfamiliar with, and anyone could be listening.
I totally get it. She looks around. I totally get it. I may be from a town nearby with a similar situation. Perhaps, maybe. If we're talking about the same town. Something about a hollow heart?
Oh,
Have
good.
a
She
lot
already
of blabbermouth
knows.
here.
Oh,
Okay,
what
then.
a
I looked
relief.
around. There's no one listening. The gods and the ghosts, I guess. Who cleared their throat?
Smilavna. Drink one. Dame, drink one.
Oh yeah, I don't know that she doesn't know.
She was not present at the time.
Oh, we'll
What's
put
this
a
about
cork
the dragon?
in that. Dragons are cool, aren't they? So cool. We have a potion of fire breathing now. That makes us more dragony. Let's
yeah,
go.
I'm going. Yeah, let's continue.
Ellison, do you have something to tell me?
Well, this picture here, it's really stirring my the education you told me about Sauron, and
What's this about a dragon?
Who?
What's this about a dragon?
Black dragon took an egg. Terrible.
Yeah. That's what I heard.
Dastion, if you would like to have any more nights like you had, tell me the truth now.
Well, you see, I'm kind of one who likes, I've already been on that ride, riding it a second time's not always as fun.
I'm gonna hand my rock to Levna.
Thank you, Dame Bear. natural 20.
I natural 20 with the rock last time too.
I'm going to say that I tried to pull Ellison kind of in front of me a little bit, but I
You
still
take
get
6 points of bludgeoning damage as it compels on the side of your cheek.
Let me drop my temp
Oh.
HP to 0 before I take those points. Go! Damn rooks!
So, if we're to have trust around here, and I am going to be following you and helping you, Ellison clearly does not want to make night anytime soon. So, somebody tell me the truth.
The mayor of Hearts Hollow knows something about a bronze dragon and wishes us to bring the bronze dragon egg that we had come across before back to Hearts Hollow so that she could protect it.
Does that satisfy your curiosity?
15 for insight on you, Mela.
What do you want me to roll?
Deception
Deception.
check.
Okay, first time ever. Let's go. I think that was a 12.
Clearly, you're not telling me everything, Mela.
Fine. The mayor of Hearts Hollow is a bronze dragon.
What?
Oh.
Yeah.
Ellison, you decided to keep this from me.
Like Vera said, she asked us to keep it a secret, alright?
It was a dragon.
And Denny, did you know anything of this? Jenna?
What'd you call me first?
Sorry, Jenna? Do you know anything of this?
I know the mayor's true identity, and I would ask that you also keep it a secret from now on.
So everybody knows the secret but me. Glad to see I'm
You
not
were
trustworthy.
drinking at the time.
I assume you were not with the group when she revealed herself.
No, I was entrusted to keep an eye on somebody.
It is imperative nobody else outside this room knows of her true form. So I need right now everyone to swear that they will never reveal who the mayor of Hearts Hollow truly is.
Swear. Swear.
I've already given my promise to her.
And I need everybody here to swear to me to never to lie to me again.
Well, lying is about half of all I say. I can't promise you that.
How about this? Not lie to me about current and important stuff I should know.
That one I can swear to.
Yes.
I
yes,
swear to both.
absolutely.
All
She,
right.
put,
Are
she
we
puts
ready
up
to
the
move
rock
now?
as she threw it Dashin and tosses it back to Vera.
Catch it.
Shall we? What's in this other room?
Man, can you? Oh, I guess the drift globe does go in there. Yep. What is in this room?
Battered bed frames and straw mattresses cluttered the room, interspersed with fragments of ragged clothing. Who? So we look. Who's actually looking in there? So first person that gets to the door looks like is Mela. Mela, probably about over here in this broken bed frame right here. You see a very shiny blue object. and Vera is scattered on the bed frames or underneath the bed frames over there. You find two sets of manacles.
Ooh.
But Mela, you do see within that broken bed frame something that appears to be blue and kind of catches the glow of your drift globe.
All right. I go closer.
You right away recognize this looks like one of the blue pearl, just like the ones that Ishvern had back in the Blue Shrine.
All right.
It's worth 150 gold pieces.
All right. I go ahead and pick it up. And I'll put it into the bag of holding.
Does that mean there were elves here? More sea elves?
Looks
Maybe
like
your sea elf friend came by here.
Vera, Mela, give me a history check. You're only 1-2 there at the time.
Nope. Flat 4.
6.
You remember Ishvern saying something about somebody else, but you can't quite remember. Unless you have it written down in your notes and then you find it later, then that'd be your remembering.
Right, we should check out downstairs next. Did we want more stealthy than this? Than just walking in a room with blind light?
I mean, we've got a miniature sun guiding our way. I don't know how stealthy we can be.
Guys,
Are
did
we
you
going to
want
take
to
these
go?
manacles for anything? Did they seem very useful?
I mean,
What
you
are
could
they?
have a use for them with Daz later.
Or maybe not.
I don't know what you're talking about. And she starts turning to walk towards the stairs.
What are manacles?
Like old school handcuffs, but like
Oh.
chain manacles.
That's why I went, ooh.
Now you're like, oh, now you want
Yes, I
them.
would definitely want to.
You can
Yeah.
have
Did
at
somebody
that.
say there were some toys in here?
But they're definitely
Could say
shaped for
something
more
about
like
poo.
prisoners and not like for funsies. But yeah, that's pretty much all you see in this room.
Well, if you want, I can go down
Dash.
first to bring the light.
Yeah, you're
and-
the one with the. You can see in the dark, so you should probably go first.
All right.
But I'm not going to force you on that.
All right, let's transition over to the battle cam as you start going lower.
Well, that doesn't sound good. Transition
doesn't.
to the battle cam. Spoiler.
How far do you want to go down?
Base of the stairs at the moment, because I'm kind of wanting to be able to somewhat communicate with those up the stairs, but I believe message I need to see them to point to them or to speak to them via that way. So I'm
I think long
Message you don't have to see. You just have to
No.
point in the direction we're at.
Yeah, they just have to be in 100-foot range. I think it is.
okay. Yeah,
That's
you
the
can cast
cool
through
thing about
solid
that one.
objects if you're familiar with the target.
So we do not need the virtual one anymore because we're now in the second level going down. As you dashing, the stairs descend into a space surrounded by a series of halls, cramped rooms, and thick, rotten smell. The parameters of the air, digging equipment and crates have been crammed in every corner of the alcove. So back here is where you see the crates. But you do see an entryway on each side of another hallway. And as you're coming down, you can also see another opening at top, which would be north.
Okay. I suppose I'll take like 3 steps back up the stairs, just like halfway back up to say just up to the group, in a whisper, but not a super quiet whisper, but just like, it looks all clear. It's just an empty room. There's a few other passages, and it's kind of scary down here if anyone wants to join me.
You
I'll
can
go join the baby.
I follow him too.
you can dim a drift globe, right?
I don't
mean,
know.
I
Really?
think you
go.
can dim it.
Put a cloth over top of it, couldn't you? That would dim it a little.
It's true. Let's see. Okay.
Or I might be thinking of something else. Sorry if I am.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it. I can speak another command word to make it float. But no,
My bad.
it's all good. Good.
Yeah, we
enough.
can put a cloth on it.
Yeah, you can cover it up.
All right, I'll do that.
All right.
And just leave like a little dim light, I guess, for the people who don't have dark
And
vision.
Like I said, it is
Thank
pitch
you.
black down here. So, what would you like to do?
Being given the all clear, I'll go down.
I'll go with her since she can't see.
Yeah, I'm also going.
Yeah, we're all gonna end up going.
I'm trying to find.
Is that a cardinal directions piece on the?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's the one Nylish sent me, but the lettering on it is so small I can't really see. But on yours cam, looking to the right, that is north. On people on Twitch, it's looking to the west. It's north.
Well, I'll descend the stairs completely and take 1 or 2 steps away from the stairs, probably just more towards the center of the room, as I wait for my companions.
About right there. All right, who
Yeah,
goes
that's
down
good.
next?
I'll come down next.
I'll go.
Where you
after
want to
that.
go?
Maybe diagonal 1 square south from Daz. Yeah.
Right there.
Yep.
Next.
I think I was behind her with the light.
All right. Levna comes down.
I'll be behind Levna.
Oh, I'll say she's on the stairs. And there, you're falling down suit behind everybody.
Yep.
All right. Where would you like to go? Actually, let's have Dashin, Jenna, and Mela since y'all the first ones down, give me perception checks.
Ventidos.
I got a 22 for Dastion, Jenna,
16.
16, and Mela,
9.
9. Mela, not so much, but Jenna and Dastion, on this side of the wall, towards you on the camera, you hear scratching. Along, like something scratching like the walls.
Could be rats. Should we go look?
Might as
Listen.
well. Can't do
Listen.
anything on the stairs. Move, guys.
Yes. Yes.
You were saying something about earning stripes earlier. Go see what's making that noise.
And I
Show us
muster
that
up
you're
some courage,
fearless.
and I slowly walk over to try to find out what's going on with that noise.
Which way are you walking?
Uh,
Can you
towards the
see?
noise?
Are you able to see dark in darkness?
Nope.
Maybe you should go with him.
Since Driftglow is covered up right now, you cannot see jack shit.
Oh, we meant like still light coming out the bottom.
Yeah, but so Melee's holding it back here. And it gets about where, with the dim light, it gets about where Ellison is at, and then past that is just pure blackness.
I'll move up to be with Ellison. With the light.
Oh, thank you.
I'll shoulder to
Mila.
shoulder with Mila. I'm assuming we're a few feet behind Ellison.
Ellison, what you doing?
I am
Ashley.
slowly creeping in the direction of the scratching sounds.
Let's do out of combat initiative, shall we? So we had
boy.
So we had out of combat initiative. So like your
Okay.
previous rolls. So we have Vera and Melee both 15. What are y'all two doing?
Well, I imagine I just got down the steps.
Yep.
To say slightly moved. And so I'm just now seeing everything. What I can see.
Yeah.
I have no idea what they heard or where they heard it at, so I am following their lead at the moment. That's about all I'll be doing.
Melee, what are you doing?
Like I said, I'm coming over to where Daz has called Ellison down, and I'm gonna go with Ellison
Okay.
with the light.
Dastion. And Ellison, what are y'all doing?
I'm leading the way, hopefully to earn said stripes and be on the lookout for whatever might pop out.
Which way are you heading? Are you heading north? Which
Oh,
is
Wherever the scratching sound was coming
Yeah, wherever
from, I
that
believe.
scritching sounds.
so the
It's
scratching
difficult for
sound-
us at the moment just because I look at Skype and I see us, facing this way, and then I look at Twitch and we're facing this way, and
Yeah. I have to do that, or
I
I'll be
understand
blocking
why,
one of the cameras. But so in this hallway, you hear scratching.
And I guess we head towards that hallway.
I am following at the same proximity and at the same pace. If he stops, I stop. If he steps, I step.
Alright. But my
At
question
first,
is, which doorway you heading to? Are you
Didn't
heading?
realize they connected together.
You heading to the north up top, or are you heading to this one down here?
I was under the impression that it was this one down here option.
Yeah. I mean, there's two ways. I'm just trying to figure which one you want.
I will just keep going straight forward
All right.
until the light stops fading. Like, I can't. Oh, and now I'm blind again, right?
I mean, they said they were following your lead, so.
Oh,
Is Vera?
yeah, I will too. Yep.
Gina, you would be up anyway, so. Give me a perception check there, Ellison.
18.
You see, right here.
Oh, shit.
Have you fought Draconians yet? I don't know if you have or not.
No, I have not.
Well, this is like a mutated one, and it's bloated, and it's just like. And and his hands like shaped more like it has claws just kind of running against the wall. And it turns to start walking back the other way.
Okay. And I just...
Actually, no.
Shit.
As it's scratching the wall, it continues straight.
And I just, like, slowly try to, like, ease everyone back, like...
Vera, what's your passive perception? Oh, wait, no, you can't see. Never
I can't
mind.
see anything. Yeah.
There's something really big up ahead, but it doesn't look like it can see us.
I can't see it either.
A club for a hand. Is that normal with your group?
What do we do? Do we attack? Go around it?
Is it alone?
Will be a difficult fight if none of you can see.
Vera. In pure darkness, you hear it behind you.
Shh. Guys, quiet.
And you hear it.
If I hear it behind me, I'm going to turn to look.
And it starts walking away.
Vera! Vera!
This one continues walking forward. Out of sight.
Metal Gear game right now, Jesus.
Yeah, I
I'm
need
gonna-
a cardboard box.
I'm gonna divine sense again.
Okay.
I'm just gonna have my sword out too, just in case it comes back.
Then it's
Do my
Fae,
best
Fiend,
on
or
time.
Undead.
Yeah.
Good to Ted. No Fae, Fiend, or Undead.
Great. What the fuck was that?
I'm going to light. Oh, are we still moving in turn order?
Yep. Let's go top of the round again. So we're back at Vera and Melee. What are you doing?
I can't do much when I can't see.
Did I see both creatures or just one or none?
You saw the one in front cross. Nobody saw the one that was behind Vera.
Okay.
Unless she said something.
So it wasn't alone. There was another one behind me. Whatever the
Great.
fuck it was.
Give me a group stealth
Um,
check.
Oh, great. There we go.
Great.
Because you're all now doing a lot of talking and whispering, or trying to.
That's a 7.
16.
I'm supposed to roll at disadvantage. I didn't click disadvantage. I don't think it matters. The first one was crap enough as is. Oh! Worse! Yay! Sick.
It matters to you,
So
DM. I've done most of the talking with the 25.
Yeah, I was trying to shove you.
Yeah, when
All
Daz,
right,
you're
Dasher,
whispering to
what-
me, I'm just going,
Dasher, what'd
what?
you get?
25.
25. Jenna.
16.
Vera, 6.
6.
Mela.
7.
Ellison.
So the two that weren't talking
Seven.
are stealth.
It's more probably like their armor.
Yeah, it's my
Ellison,
armor.
what'd you get?
I got a 7.
What did Levna get?
Oh,
Lebna got
And how does the
a
group
straight
stealth check
roll,
work?
a 9.
Do we take all of them and divide the numbers by 6 to get our roll?
Yeah, it's just more like who more passed, more failed. But since we had 3 people failed, Ellison, what'd you get?
7.
4 people failed. Ellison, as you're standing there, coming out of the shadows right in front of you, Vera, you can't see him, but you hear him behind you. One coming out ahead.
Oh, come on. Jugan.
Mela, the light!
I need everybody to roll
There's a
initiative.
lot.
Ah!
Yay.
Actually, I have to. Better than 5, though. Alrighty.
Jugan, it's still the same day, right? We haven't, like...
Yeah, it's the same
We
day.
only had short rest, yeah.
Yeah, like
God.
early afternoon right now.
Oh, no.
Like 2, 3 o'clock.
Yeah, we used a lot on that golem, didn't we?
Yep. I use
Hey,
I
I
definitely use
asked-
a lot.
I asked if we need rest. So if
That
we
you
could
did.
get
Thankfully for the globe that's right behind you, you're not blinded, Ellison.
Oh, thank God.
But just scaly, mutated draconian in front of you. Both of them. As that one peers around the corner right in front of your face, another one walks around, and they're both gonna make a slash onto you.
Ah!
23 and then a 15.
The 23 hits.
23 hits. You take 7 piercing damage plus 6 poison damage.
Ugh.
And I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Come on. Jugan! Oh, no. That's an 11.
As these one comes in, you're able to get duck real quick because you saw that one, but the one that came around the corner comes in and hits right inside. It stabs you right in the gut, and with hard to withstand. You feel like something more happened to you, and you're not sure. Vera,
Okay. I have no
You're
idea
our-
what's happened to me so far.
yeah, Vera,
Aside from being stabbed. Great.
you're blinded right now, so it gets an advantage. 2 natural 18s for a total of 23.
barely hits me.
Do you have shield?
I do, but if I'm blinded, I freaked out. I had time to react.
Okay. You take 4 points of piercing damage plus 9 poison damage. And I need you to make a con save.
How big is this room in here that we're in?
About 40 feet wide.
Okay.
And yeah,
Double
about 40 by
checking.
40, and then there's a little bit more room on the other side.
Yeah, Olosun was too far away from my aura.
Okay.
I was.
Oh, you're trying to see.
I was seeing if my aura would have
yeah.
given the +5.
What'd you get for your con?
I accidentally knocked 24.
24. You feel something, and you're able to shove it out with the claw that's coming into you. The other one, I would say, comes up behind Jenna. Jenna, you're close enough where you're not blinded.
Cool. I can see what's killing me.
Actually. That is a 16 to hit.
Shield makes it 20.
Nice. As it comes in, your sixth senses happen. Your hair sits on your back of your neck like you're in this dark, creepy place. And you feel something coming in, and automatically, like, your spider senses react into... And... Jenna, you're the closest. Give me a perception check.
Perception? Oh god, where am I? One sec. Perception. Ugh, that's a 5. My passive is 12.
Yeah, what's your passive? 12.
12.
You hear from the hallway, you hear, "Somebody here! Help! Help us!" That is their turn. Vera, you are up. And
Wait.
Dashin, you're on deck.
This little shit. Well, big shit. I'm little.
So far, right now, the only light source you have in this room is dim light around that you can see over there by Mela.
Well, I know where it is because it attacked me. So I'm going to swing back at it. Am I rolling that with disadvantage?
Yes, because you cannot see it.
Right, I'm going to make it a flat roll by using... I do have one more of those left, don't I?
Yeah, don't forget, guys, you have rewards. Yeah, you have rewards. And you have determination as well.
The above VTT moves all my stuff in weird spots. Okay, yeah, I have one more precise strike from my Squire feats, which normally gives me advantage, so I will just roll this flat. Ooh. And probably didn't hit. For an 11.
11
Mm-hmm.
does not hit.
Right.
You just like swing blindly in the darkness. You just miss, and all you're starting to think maybe it's not there. Maybe you left.
Well, I'm gonna sweep at his legs instead for a 23.
Is that disadvantage? Very nice. Yeah, that hits.
It's still flat. That feat that I have of the Squire, it's until I hit it. So I keep rolling with advantage until I hit.
Okay.
So yeah, it was a flat roll.
Yep.
And what I always keep forgetting is when I use it, I'm supposed to add an extra D8. So 19 points of damage.
Nice. Is all just magical damage, right? Magical slashing?
Yes.
You said 19?
Yes.
Very nice.
Oh my god,
As you
above your teeth. Stop.
Takes his hands up and has it rearing. Is that your turn?
Yeah, I think I'll hold here for now.
Got it.
What the hell is wrong with these things?
What's your current hit points, Vera?
66.
Definitely hit you. Oh, you had temporary.
I had that
Yeah.
you took 65
Exactly.
right now. You took exactly my 10 hit points. I was like,
Got it.
yay, I'm still here.
Dashin! Ellison, you're on deck.
Just a reminder before we get too far into our turn, did you roll a self-initiative for Levna?
Yes.
Cool. For my turn, I am going to... I guess I don't need to...
Oh, you operating Levna? Somebody operating Levna? I thought I was.
Yeah. You are.
Oh,
I
okay.
was just reminding you.
Yeah,
in case you... Because you got a lot of characters to control, that's all.
She throws the counterbalance completely off when I add her to the thing because it thinks she's an enemy, but we're good.
What I would like to do, I don't know if I'm allowed to, but I would like to reach over to Mela and pull the covers off of the orb.
Yeah, Mela allows it. You can definitely spend your action interact for object.
Okay. Then that is what I
Yep.
shall do, and
You still have your bonus action and movement, and the light spreads out.
in that case, I'll pull the cloak off of the thing and pull my loot off. Actually, no. Yeah, I'll pull the loot, and I'm gonna step. Let's see if that way's north, then east, kind of towards the eastern wall, about 10 feet, and start to strum my lute and play a little bit of bardic inspiration for Ellison in the front there.
Thank you.
And
You want to go all the way to the wall?
Oh wait,
yeah, why not?
do bardic
Huh?
inspirations expire after a short rest or anytime?
That's a good question.
I still have one from our
Mine
last fight.
refreshed after the short rest. I got all of them back. But I
Yeah,
I
I'll
think
say
they
you
last
still
for
have-
10 minutes.
Oh,
Okay.
10 minutes? Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
think.
you're right. You're right. It says
Yeah.
that for 10 minutes.
All right. Well, great. Thank you.
Is that where you want to be at, Dashin?
Perfect. And my turn is complete right there.
All right. Ellison.
All right. I'm going to try to take up as much space in that doorway as possible with these two guys. And the
Okay.
one who stabbed me, do I know which one that was?
This one right here, number 2. The
All right,
one you
number
did
2.
not see come around the corner.
All right. Well, the one who stabbed me, he's getting 2 attacks. And I'm going to
Got
use
it.
my precise strike from my feet. So, first attack with advantage. Oh, thank God it was advantage. 22 to hit.
22 hits.
All right. And I also have to add a d8 as well. So 17 points of damage on the first hit.
17 hits as you slice into it. Is your weapon magical in any way?
I don't know. We were talking about that before, then we just never completed it.
Don't you have a starting magical weapon already? Or
Uh,
a magical item?
I do, but it's not a weapon.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, so
Okay.
your starting magical weapon magic item was not the weapon. Got it. I just want
Yes,
to verify
correct.
that.
Yeah.
So as you slice into it, you thankfully come through and you see on the ground this green slime's kind of sinking into the middle of the cracks, and you start seeing burn whatever's inside there. If you start to think if this was like a wood floor, it would melt.
Oh boy!
But you're able to get your weapon back in time.
Okay. And for my second attack,
Yep.
18.
18 hits.
All right. 13 points slashing damage.
Ooh, very nice. You want to describe these hits?
I slash across, it gets through, and I try to like stab through and like rip out, kind of like how he stabbed me. Be like, ha!
Because you are wielding a katana, so very similar.
I just rolled a con for my concentration on Levin's weapon and rolled a nat 1. So her magic weapon's gone. It's normal weapon again.
Oh, thanks for reminding me. I totally forgot about that.
What an honorable player.
All right, is that your turn?
That is my turn.
Well, Levna's up, and she's like, she turns back, seeing you because she recognizes her sword is back to being heavier as it was. It's not as light. She figures something's up, and she turns back. Tiva! She turns and comes after. To make a couple of attacks. I think she has a couple of attacks. She attacks twice with her greatsword. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 13 does not. No, wait. 14 does not hit. That just barely misses. But a 19 hits. If she still had the +1, that would have hit. That is 9 points of slashing damage on the other one that's behind you that initially attacked you, Vera. Wait, what did I just say? 9. 4, no, 10 points, yep. Slices through and tries to come up, and it just barely misses with the wind. Jenna, you're up. Melee, you're on deck.
Yeah, so Jenna's just thrown up the shield as she spidey sensed this thing behind her, and she turns around and punches it as hard as she can in the face.
All right.
Get down to the actions. Oh my. There we go. Man, 13. That was on a 13 on the dice, then it rolled over.
Oh. All right. You're not a full level monk, so you don't have multi-attack, do you? Do you have your key points?
I do.
You're saving them?
Yep.
All right.
So that doesn't hit?
No, it does not hit. 13 does not hit.
Yep, I'm going to use my bonus action then to Misty Step the fuck away.
Where are you Misty stepping at?
I'm Misty Stepping to
30 feet gets you all the way over here if you like, or anywhere on this wall pretty much.
Yep, can I get to the far corner?
So 5, 10, 15, 20. That's 25 feet away, so you can.
Yep, I'll Misty Step to that far corner.
You got it.
And I'm shaking my hand like, why did that hurt so much? Yep, that's my turn.
Alright, Melee, you're up.
All right. I am going to go ahead and cast Spirit Guardians.
Oh! Oh!
Nice.
That's a 20-foot radius, right?
I think it's 15 actually. Spirit Guardians. 15 feet around me.
Yeah, whatever. That's good enough. What do they
Right,
look like?
so
They have to make con saves, right?
they have to make wisdom saves. So the Spirit Guardians look almost elvish, sort of tall with the slender ears and whatnot, and sometimes they have weapons, sometimes they don't. And they just kick butt when I need them to.
Wisdom saves. That is a 21 and then a 10. The other one behind you gets a 7.
Okay, so 2 fail.
Okay.
So they get first one. Well, I don't know. Is that for both of them, or do I need to make?
Just roll the total damage, and they're all taking that.
Okay. So 15 and 16. So 31.
Oh,
So 31 total damage, half to 15.
Mhm.
So that one takes 31 points of damage. No, actually, that one saves, so that one's getting a 15 points of damage. That one is dead. And then 31, you said?
Yeah.
Ellison. What's your spiritual guardians look like, Mela?
They sort of look like they're made of light, sort of in an elvish form. So they're kind of tall, not touching the ground. But yeah, just there.
You said they were what?
Elvish looking, made of
Elvish?
light.
All right.
Yeah.
So these elvish-looking little small, almost pitsy-like creatures start swarming into the ones right in front of you. The one to the right, the one you initially hit you and you hit back, just explodes in front of you, and I need you to give me a what is it? Dexterity saving throw, please.
Dexterity save. Here we go. Oh no, that's 7.
Oh my god. You take
Oh boy.
6 points of acid damage, and it covers all of you, and you're going to continue taking acid damage each turn until you take an action to remove it. As now you're covered in acid as it's starting to eat through everything.
Jeez.
Welcome in, Kayla. Glad to have you. You're in a spooky little area right now. Mela, you still have your bonus action and movement.
All right.
And you're concentrating on that too.
Yes. Remind me, do I need to... Can I cast another spell when I'm concentrating or no?
That has to be a bonus cantrip.
A bonus cantrip. Okay.
Which I don't think there is.
No. All right. I am going to... stay where I'm at for right now.
Got it.
That's my turn.
All right, top of the round. They're starting their round in your... Is it top of their round or top of your round? For your spiritual guards. I can never remember.
Top of their... So if they
Okay.
enter the area for the first time or start its turn, they must make a wisdom saving throw.
Well, they're up again, so they both got to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
The one up there got a 9, and the other one got a 17.
Okay, so 1, makes it the other fails.
19 points of
19.
damage is the full damage.
Yeah.
And what's the half damage?
10.
10? Oh,
If
okay.
yeah, if we round up.
Yep, we do. 5 feet. Nobody's within 5 feet. Dashin, as you see her little elf-like creatures make this one explode as well, but thankfully nobody's in the radius. You see acid splash all over. This one right here is going to. He likes light, and light is coming from. Moves into within range of you. It's going to make a claw attack on you, Mela. Does a 16 hit you?
Yes.
It
Wait, no. No, it
nope,
doesn't.
16 doesn't hit you? As it comes in.
No.
To come in. Misses. The one in the back by. Is going to try to attack Mela. Actually. It was so focused, so he's going to try to attack Mela. Does a 20 hit you, Mela?
Yes, that hits.
Not Mela, I'm sorry. Vera.
Okay.
Doing it again. The Kinders. Vera, does the 20
I was
hit you?
wondering. I was like, how is he hitting her from? He's
Meant you.
No, I'm going to duck down, and it bounces off the top of my shield.
You're shielding for your.
No, I was just iterating.
Oh
how it
wait.
missed.
Oh yeah, you
Block
have a
instead of
20.
miss.
I have
Yeah.
a 22 AC.
All right. So tough. All right, that's their turn. Vera, you're up. Dashing you on deck.
I'm going to take a tentative look behind me to see what's going on there. I'm going to hope my team can take that on, and I'm going to attack the one in front of me again.
Okay.
This time I don't need to roll with disadvantage, right?
No, because the whole place is flooded with light.
Alrighty. 23.
23 hits.
Oh, wow. Could I roll any lower? I cannot roll any lower in damage. That was 5 points of damage.
Very nice.
Oh, it's not nice. It was a 1 on that. And a 10 is not going to hit.
Nope. As you slice into it, acid spills out on the floor a little bit, and you're like, it comes back up, and you just kind of barely miss him.
Ew. Disgusting. Bonus action, I am going to inspire Levna beside me. You can take this one. This guy's easy. You got it.
And what does Inspire do?
She just gets a bardic inspiration die. I'm a D6 she can use for when she attacks or saving throw or any of her rolls.
Okay. She got a natural 20 on one of her hits.
Well, she didn't need that inspiration.
I don't feel like I really should need to roll, but I'll do it for funsies because he only has 5 hit points, but not great rolls. 3. That's 6. That is 11 plus 3 is 14 points of slashing damage. As he explodes.
You got this.
I need you and Levna to roll death saves.
Levna is close enough to get my aura bonus, so she gets a +5 to this.
All right. That is 10 plus her bardic inspiration is a D6, right? Was it a D6?
Yes, it's a D6. Hopefully she rolls better than I did. 14.
She got a 15, which helps because that got her past it because she had a 10 without the bardic inspiration. So she saves from the splash of the poison. What about you?
I got a 14.
14. You also save. So as it explodes, she ducks down as the acid flows all behind you and it lands on the floor, but you do not get covered in acid.
Nice. Nice.
I think there's one more attacking Mela. Be careful. And
Is mine, I think. Did I understand correct that someone got poisoned last round?
yeah,
Who was it?
that was
I guess that's
No,
out
no.
of the table knowledge. I wouldn't know about it.
We
would I?
don't know what happened. He said just something else happened to him. It was
No,
OS,
at one
and
point
we
I thought
wouldn't
he,
even know
he
that
actually
anyway.
said poison.
I may have said something because they are immune to poison and
Oh,
condition.
I thought you
I may
had
have said
said-
something. No, I asked for a Constitution saving throw, and I think you as a DM are thinking poison. Dashin, you're up. I totally skipped you and Ellison. I went right into Loveless turn.
Okay, it made sense.
I really inspired her. Woo!
Yeah, she
It
just
raised
want to have
her
her turn.
initiative.
Doesn't really affect
And
you
as
guys because
far as we can see, just the one remaining, yeah?
yeah.
I can't equip my loot. I thought I was going to be able to use it occasionally as a,
Yeah, because it's a magical instrument,
Okay.
it'd be more of an improvised weapon.
Gotcha. In that case, I'm gonna holster it, I suppose, and grab my trident and flick it to extend it, and make a charge at the one right next to Mila that was just attacking Mila.
20, that's 20 feet to get there. Unless it's a 10-foot reach. Is it a 10-foot reach?
It's a 20-60 for thrown, but
For melee, is it a 10-foot reach or 5-foot? I can't remember.
5.
Okay, so you have to get there. All right. What was your attack?
18.
18 hits.
Ten damage.
Dashin, how would you like to do this?
As I see it swinging and flailing at Mela, this cannot happen. So and it, extends kind of like a nightstick does to its full length. He runs towards it, and he's going to kind of slide as he's approaching and ram it into the lower fatty part of the stomach. Yeah, that's how it's going to be.
So I'm going to need Ellison, Mela, and yourself to give me dexterity saving throws as it goes.
Damn.
Since I said I just slid, should I make mine at disadvantage because I'm sliding on the ground as opposed to
Actually, it
standing
might
up?
help you, so just roll a regular dex save.
$14, $22, $14.
14, 22, 14. You all save. And next turn would be Ellison. So top of the round, you take acid damage. Take 10 points. Yeah,
10?
top of the
Damn.
take 10 acid damage, and then you can take your action to get it off.
I will do that. Get all that acid out.
And we're now out of combat.
Oh my gosh, are you guys okay?
I'm good.
I've
There was
seen better
something
days.
seriously wrong with those. We've fought draconians before, but those were
They didn't really
Weird.
look the same, did they?
no, they didn't act the same either. Like there was no verbal anything. There was just blah, blah, blah.
Hey, before
How
we
you
heard
holding up,
them,
Allison?
ah, think I'll be okay after we rest. But did anyone hear like calls for help before these like?
Oh my gosh!
Acid
And I
things?
run towards where I heard.
Ah, wait, there might be more. Hold on. Jenna? Jenna's her name, right?
Yep, Jenna.
Oh, which way you headed towards? Up or down?
I don't know, wherever I heard the screaming
On
for
the side
help.
of the wall. So you probably
Yeah, I'll. Yeah, just go there.
Okay.
I'll chase
following?
after her. Yeah.
Okay. What about everybody else? Mela, you following?
Yeah.
And then I'm assuming everybody's just kind of falling behind.
Yeah.
In a perfect line.
You get to about right here, Jenna. You find there's a wall kind of barricaded with a couple boxes, and you see a 11. No, guard y'all sits. You see. It's a barricaded room. You see a sea elf. Look, it's like, is anybody there? My friend over here, he's hot. My name
Everybody
is.
stand back! Can I use lightning lure to latch onto the box and pull it out?
Sure.
Or does it have to be a creature?
What does it say?
I think it has to be a creature. But we could flavor it.
I don't care.
Strikes one creature of your choice.
Or you can just move the bots.
I'm a mage!
You could mage hand the box too, if it's not that
Uh,
heavy.
No,
Has
that'd
to
be
be
pretty
I
heavy.
think it's 10
Yeah.
pounds.
Oh, it's really heavy. Okay.
Also, you
I can
might
move it.
adjust the camera for stream.
Oh,
We
thank
can
you.
see that. Mhm.
Yes, I rolled a hit, or I can just do that.
You can do that if you like.
Oh, actually, it's a strength saving throw. From the
Yes.
box, please.
It automatically fails.
Yep. So I lightning lure around this box and yank it out of the way.
Should I be
Most
cruel and have you do a
impressive
debt?
command of the arcane arts.
Should I be cruel and have you do a debt save? You don't pin yourself against the wall.
Honestly, she probably would do that. So
All right, so I need a debt save from Esselin.
I said get out of the way.
Ellison and Jenna, because Ellison said he's going to go up and move it for you.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm doing the deck save. I need a. Oh, that's a 4.
You have
That's
a
a
bardic
20.
inspiration if you want to add to it. I'm a D8.
I will add my bardic inspiration.
And you have your determination.
That's an 8.
You want to add your determination as well?
Those don't refresh each game, right? I just.
You get them from rewards from viewers, but gotta give the viewers something to work towards. Because the DC
stick
was
with the
10.
I'm
DC
sticking
was-
with the 8. I'll keep my determination for other things. Unless this box has like is a mimic
Alright.
or something. Or is
You're gonna
full
take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as it crushes you, or you could use your determination, not take any damage.
Ah!
oh my gosh! I'm so sorry.
What'd you
Ow.
get, Jenna?
20. Mod 20.
Oh, you're fine. You're good.
Yep.
That was good. That was very impressive.
I'm so sorry. That's why I said to move.
I thought you meant the box.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, we're good.
Determination is on.
We're good.
Can,
Okay.
Can we?
The acid earlier softened any nerves in my skin, so I don't feel as much right now.
We could have just moved the box normally.
Why didn't they inside just move the books?
They were probably hiding from those draconians. Anyway, can we peek inside?
I'll have
Are
a
you
look
guys
inside
okay?
the room.
Yeah, I'm fussing over Ellison, so you can just scooch past us.
Well,
I'm
we're
Yeah, I'll
sorry,
tiny.
switch
everybody.
past.
I forgot to adjust my
tiny.
rewards. Determination is now on to redeem. Forgot to update the viewer rewards. My bad. But yeah, as you do that, she's like sitting down the box. Okay, that makes it easy. So you see, my name is Yurko. This friend here next to me, Roan. He's like, he is like, looks like he's starting to get a little bit bloated, and he's coughing. He is very sick. Those things attacked him, and he left him in this state. I was able to barricade us in this room.
Can we tell if it's like a curse or a poison? I guess.
If
That was
anyone
you seem fine.
if you want to do an Arcana or Medicine check, you can check them out.
I'll do a medicine check real quick.
Since I'm done fussing with Ellison, oh my gosh, you don't look so good. I'll do an Arcana check.
I got 23.
Yeah.
I got a 9.
Yeah, Jenna, you're not sure. But
How weird.
you got a 25, Mela, in all your studies as a healer, and you did medicine check, right? It's been a while since you've seen something like this. Immediately, you see crawling under his skin. He is infected with a parasite. And in this particular parasite, since you rolled so high, do you know that gives birth? Once it bursts, it kills the host. And to heal them, you need something like a lesser restoration spell or similar magic to heal him.
Like lay on
Okay.
hands.
You
Okay.
literally put us against Alien and Predator right now.
I
This is what's in the module. Don't blame me.
immediately put my hand on him and cast Lesser Restoration.
What does that look like when you do it?
A bright light comes from my hands and sort of covers him in a sort of a lighter light. And I guess you can sort of see, if you're close enough, you can see this parasite wiggling in agony as I get rid of it.
And it's just like, how'd you do that?
I've been blessed by God.
Oh, thank God.
Mela, can you check Ellison?
Yeah,
Sure.
How did you get that, my man, again?
He clawed me and he put it in me. Oh, I guess it's.
Right.
Oh, what was it? Jenna.
I start looking.
Oh, shut the fuck up, you dirty mind people.
You might want to check Levna while you're at it. So.
Jenna, you may not know of this person, but you know of him. But you may not know him that personally, but you know him. He's definitely a member of Hearts Hollow, or a resident of Hearts Hollow.
He's not a sea elf?
No, he's a human.
Oh.
She's a sea elf.
Yep.
Her name is.
Yep.
She said her name is Yurkel. And if people are keeping notes, this is one of the ones that Ishvern asked you to save. He says, "Thank you. I'll offer 1,000 silver. No, steel coins if you take me back home to Hearts Hollow."
Oh, we'd love to, friend, but we're in the middle of a very important mission.
We do know about a teleportating gate that would make it so much quicker.
Do we know that it goes both directions?
No. But we can test it.
We should test it. Yeah.
You can test it.
Me? I'd love to.
No, Daz, you
Oh.
don't have to test it. You can watch.
We don't have to go right now. I'm just gonna lay here and rest for a second. He passes back out, and Yurko says, "Thank you. That was courageous of you. My name is Yurko. I was captured here by the Dragon Army, and then they took me. And I had escaped, and then they brought me here to join the workers to unearth this ruin."
Those things were workers?
Yes, I think the Dragon Army came here. Their leader, the commanders, I don't know, they're in charge of finding the secrets of this place. And they eventually dug up a large glowing stone down below. And somehow I don't know, soon after that, he's turned into like toad-like creatures.
Wait, those things that were walking by were like people first?
They were draconians, but the stone transformed them to this, I think. I don't know.
Do you know if the stone is still down there?
Yes, the person who brought us here was named Veruza. They changed as well. They're still down there.
How did your friend change? He didn't change from touching the rock, though. Just from
No.
being scratched?
These guys attacked him and hit him.
Yeah, they attacked us too. Who got attacked besides me and Ellison? Who took
Can I
damage
make an
there?
Sorry.
Go ahead.
What?
Can I make an Arcana check to see if I recognize what these creatures might be?
Sure.
Because I, as a player, know what they are.
Maybe. He's a player, probably know
Jenna
what
would have no clue, or
Okay. No. I'm talking about you as a player might know what they are, or might think that you know what they are, but they're based off what you think they are. They're not exactly what
Okay.
you think they are, as far as
But
book
would-
wise.
if Jenna makes an Arcana check and gets
You
a
can
nat 20, would she have any clue?
Yeah. I'm talking about you as a player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I make sure Ellison's doing okay?
Yeah,
Since
I'm
you're
asking.
out.
Hey, when did your friend get stabbed?
Give me a medicine check. Yeah.
Okay.
Like how
Let's
long?
see.
Can I make the Arcana check or no?
Yeah, I told you. Yeah.
13.
Damn.
26.
26. You immediately start investigating the wound where he got struck, and you see something crawling under his skin as well. But it's the one as quite as big, but is rapidly growing.
Okay. And I know I need a lesser restoration for that one too.
Yes.
To get rid of it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'll go ahead and cast.
He seems to have the same affliction. With that, I'll also give you, since you rolled so high, you do know this type of affliction, they would not be this size already. You know it would take months for it to be full grown. And it's already rapidly growing. So something is hastening the growth.
Okay.
You accidentally say Ellison will probably be in the same condition as Rowan was just in tomorrow.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go ahead and cast lesser restoration on him then.
And you're able to eradicate what's inside Ellison.
Ah, God, there's one of those in me too.
Not anymore. but I've got a very bad feeling about this.
Do I have to like fish it out, or is it just gonna pass through me?
I think it's already gone.
Yeah, I imagine it's more like a disintegrate.
Okay. Oh, oh, thank you, Mila. I definitely owe you one. Oh my God, that how did it get so big?
Don't know. I've seen parasites like this before, but never like not like this. That they're rapid growth. I don't know what's going on, but it's not natural, whatever it is.
Jenna,
I'm
you're
glad we have you with us.
Jenna, with your 13, you're not 100% sure, but these creatures are demonstrating characteristics of Slotty.
Oh, Slotty. Yes.
But they don't, it's not like full-blown, like on the paper there they are. They're just displaying characteristics. But they look nothing like Slotty. With that being said, y'all want to keep going? I know we started a little bit later. We're only about 2 hours in. Do you want to take a break and come back? What do y'all want to do?
Down for whatever.
Yeah,
I'm happy to keep going.
yeah, you can keep going for a little bit.
Vera, I know you're on East Coast.
I can keep going.
All right, Mela, you good too?
Yeah.
Well, how about this? We'll take a 5-minute break, and then we'll pick up this in a minute. Dino says characteristics. I'm still suspicious, Jugan. Thank you guys for hanging out so far for this little spooky part. It's one of my favorite locations in this book, so finally glad we got to go here. We almost went here first in the way, so. Guys, we'll be back about 5 minutes or so, so go refresh your goblets. Go use the bathroom, take care of your bowel movements, whatever you need to do. Go get a fresh pot of coffee. We'll be back. Enjoy some clips while we wait. Welcome back. As we pick back up from our break, hope everybody got everything they wanted for the break and ready to go. We took a break where you found the room where Yurkul and Rowan were at. You're able to use your lesser restoration spells. I'm surprised you had it prepared today, Mela. And you saved Ellison and Rowan here at the inflection. That's where we pick up. Yurkul says to you guys, is like, oh yeah, what did Ishvan send you, or?
Daz.
Ishvan, always Ishvan. Maybe we just came here on our own accord.
If that's the case, I'm very much appreciated to you. What is your name, brother? Or cousin, sorry. Cousin?
He'll kind of flick his golden locks
God.
back and say,
I immediately regret.
Dastion Yinvery, at your service, milady.
My name is Yurkul. And, pleasure to meet you, cousin.
Yes, and the rest of us all here make up a little traveling group known as the Fearless Few. And we've come to this place to explore why the Dragon Army finds so much interest in this particular place. You said you were captured by them.
Yes, we're brought here to help dig up relics from this location, and they dug up a red glowing stone of some sort, and it changed them and made them cause more monsters to emerge. Once that happened, me and Ron here hid behind these boxes as they seem to be mindless now, not of their own like free will, I guess, or I don't know. It's like, what's the word I'm looking for? Not of their own mind? Soulless?
May I ask, how did they become infected but you did not? Did they do
I
something
did not
different
get-
with this stone?
I did not get attacked. I don't know what they did with the stone. Since it did the stone, they turned into this, and then what you see, and then Rowan got attacked, and then I was able to pull him in here and hide ourselves, and we kept quiet the whole time.
Were you the ones that found the stone?
They found the stone.
They found the stone, okay.
They dug it up.
So it seems to me like these abominations of sorts don't seem to be able to see so well.
I can hear well.
Indeed, but do they struggle with vision?
I don't know. They turned them into this. It just seemed like they're mindless monsters now. I don't know. But Rowan here, who's resting now, became increasingly ill the past few days. And I really wish I could get back to my friends at the Blue Shrine Phoenix. Or Blue Phoenix Shrine. I know some of my people were taken to Camp Carrying Clay. I would love to reunite with them. Maybe save them from Camp Carrying Clay?
We already did that.
Oh, you're dead! You did. You know what they are now?
They're with the rest of our troop. Which isn't that far away from where we need to drop off Roan.
Okay.
So we could probably make that all one trip. Maybe.
Okay.
The way we got here was a little ambiguous. We're not sure if it'll work again.
Well, we'll do whatever you need to do. If you're trying to go down, and she gestures over to this location, that's the stairs down. The ones over here, these were collapsed, and you can't climb down them now. Just rocks collapsed there.
Is Rowan capable of travel in his current condition, or will he need some time to recover before making a journey? You know, it's not much safer out there than it is in here. What with rock golems and stuff just appearing out of thin air.
Well, he did shit had something in him that your friend Mela had got rid of. He may need to sleep it off for tonight. But then
Might I suggest we go back to the campsite and maybe we can rest there for a while?
Yeah, that's probably the better idea. You said Veruza or something was the person or Draconian leading the excavation down below?
Veruza, Virruza. He was one of those magic wielding ones. I don't know if you have met any before. They could do like lightning and stuff.
Draconian with magic.
Yes.
I don't think we have. And as far as you know, they're still down there?
Yes, was enough. They're obsessed with unlocking the full potential of whatever it is they found.
Can you tell us, perhaps, how many await further down? How many was in your initial excavation crew?
Just right down the rest of when the monsters when they turn into these things, the rest of the people were able to get out. We were making our escape, and then Roy and her got injured, so I pulled them in here, and that's where we've been. Vereza seeks to use the magic to transform people into draconians.
So this Veruza
That's-
still has his mind? The others seem like mindless shells.
Yes, it's very chaotic of what's going on down there.
Wink.
So we can rest here until Rowan's ready to go, and then we can wait for
I don't think it
you.
would be safe to stay here. We should try and bring him up to the surface at least.
Yeah, we're gonna do that.
Certainly
We
the
don't know
smell
if they're
would
gonna
be an
come up.
improvement.
Okay.
You said you've hidden your does that mean have you guys had
RABABABABABO.
Thank you, Sargana, for the resubscription. Who would you like to give your advantage to? Put it in chat. Thank you so much. Welcome to the Jugenites. So Stargana, put in chat who you like to give your advantage to, which is probably me. She always gives it to me. So, but continue on. Sorry, Dashin.
Oh, you're good. I was just asking if they had anything to eat or
Yeah,
drink.
it's been a few days and we're just very parched.
Oh my gosh, here. I give my water pouch.
Water skin?
Yes.
Thank you so much.
And don't drink it too fast. If your stomach is too small, it'll expand too fast and it might burst.
I think I'd be fine. As you realize you're talking to a sea elf, so.
Touche!
So Jenna May feels like as she's saying it, she like didn't think about it.
Right, yeah. That was, yeah, sorry.
No worries, dear. No worries, dear. It's probably struggling to see me as it is in this dark place. Maybe I think my blue is kind of. I'm not getting enough sun. Maybe. So what to do?
I'm gonna try to help carry Roan so we can take him up the stairs.
Easy enough with help between you and Ellison. Y'all can easily carry him up the stairs. As you leave. As you go back upstairs, head back out to where the little makeshift camp is. Go through the previous chamber, and you make your way back out. Make it back out easily enough. And it's probably getting pretty late evening at this point. And you hear the coast. What would y'all like to do?
I'd like to head down to the water side, maybe take a little swim, see about.
Well, you're on a
getting some
rock
of the-
cliff. You're on a rock cliff face. There's not a beach, so it's like where the rocks end right at the ocean. It's not a beach, so you could dive off to the side.
Free dive!
So it's not a beachfront, so if that makes sense. So do you still want to do that?
What's the height, the depth, the
drop
how far
off?
The drop off, yeah.
Probably about at least like 80 feet.
Okay, well then, yeah, sure. I'm gonna jump and feather fall, and then I'm gonna do like
I was
a
about
whole
to say,
bunch of just like
Easy
trying to be
enough.
as acrobatic and whatnot as I slowly.
Easy
How
enough.
is he
you
gonna
jump.
get back up?
I have a way.
I know what his way is, probably. It's going to be pretty epic, too, knowing Rain here.
11 knows how he gets it up to.
And I guess when I'm in the water after frolicking for a few minutes and enjoying it, I'd be trying to use my trident to gather some fish. I don't even really think I would have to try too hard because I kind of can speak to them ish. So
Just speak them and learn to their death.
exactly.
Impale yourself on this, please. Thank you.
Please be your sacrifice for our bodies. So, what is everybody else doing?
Well, I'm still carrying the guy, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
I say
moving
y'all
on.
made it back up to the makeshift tents. You make it back to where Jenna's tent was. Jenna, you get there and realize your spell scroll and stuff that you still had there is no longer there.
Oh, I must have misplaced it. Start looking around for it.
Mela, your passive perception, you see her frankly looking for something.
What are you looking for, Jenna?
Oh, I had a spell scroll from wine and some potions. I swear I left them right here.
Let me see. I think I might have found something like that. You can see if they're yours. I'm not sure. I actually didn't find them. It was Dad's. Let's see. Well, now I can't find it. I know I put it in. What I did. I know I wrote it down. Hang on.
Yeah, it was a spell
Big
scroll.
A spell scroll.
Of greater restoration.
Ah,
But
yes.
did Jazz hand that over? I couldn't remember if he
don't know.
did.
I didn't at first, but then I pretended to have just.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Okay, so I do have it. I pull it out of the bag of holding.
Oh, yes.
Is this what you're looking for?
Yes, this is it. Well, because we're a team now, I suppose you should hold on to it.
Oh, if you're sure. Do you know how to make this greater restoration potion? Or
I assume
it
so.
was sort of like a what's it called? Like a cookbook, a recipe. There we go.
I assume I know how to make it.
Well, the way it was described, that's before I knew you were coming and what character you were, I described it as like it could be a one-time use spell scroll, or if you could decipher the rune sigils and everything in it, it's kind of like what it looks like ingredients to make a greater restoration potion. But since you're a wizard, if you get a high enough level, you can just put it in your spell book as well.
I don't think I can learn cleric spells, can I? Or can I learn any spells as long as it's on a scroll?
It's on a scroll. As far as I know, you can.
I cannot learn it yet. I'm not high enough level.
I'll hold on to it for you then. No worries.
Thank you.
Guys.
Eventually, I will put it in Scribby, and he will be very happy.
Sounds good.
You ring?
Oh, I was talking about you, Scribby, not to you. I'm sorry.
You know how rude that is, right?
Is it? I'm sorry.
I just messed with you.
Is that Jugan talking or the book?
The book. The book.
I love
just
you,
messing-
Scribby.
I love you too.
I don't know how to smile as a bug.
Just like the edges of the
Yeah.
pages curl up.
All right. Y'all settle in for Ellison, what are you doing? Baylor, what are you doing?
Whatever.
Helping get run down.
Yeah,
Make sure he's squared away.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I'm just
Um,
taking him wherever he needs to go.
Or where he needs to go is Harsh Harlow, so I don't think you want to go all the way far back there.
Well, no, I didn't know if we were gonna try to, if he was gonna rest with us for the night, or we're gonna just try to chuck him through the portal.
The portal's not there.
The teleportation circle, I mean.
Yeah, that's not there anymore.
Ah. Well, I will lay him down someplace where he can rest then. Maybe.
Does anyone mention this so Jenna can investigate?
Yeah. Just not as disheveled tent.
Well, if y'all remember last time I described that you got just appeared here, and when you look back, there's nothing. So basically, it was an arcane gate, and they came through it, but there's no gate where they landed.
I see. Hey, so how it may take a few days for this guy to, be back in travel shape, and these two wandering back themselves, I don't think is the safest of plans.
If we can wait for you here, that's fine.
Okay. Yeah. But as long as we're talking about resting, I mean, like...
Yeah, I think resting would be a very good idea.
Yes.
Same for now. But, should we see if Dastion can send a message to Ishvern? Because I know he can do that. Telling them that, we found, Yurkul.
About at this time, I suppose you would hear some music from a flute. As,
1 second. 1 second. Dashin, along with the fish that show up, this great, white shark rolls up to you, too. But not in a hostile way.
Ooh. I have to review some of my features to see how much I can...
I was just giving you tools to make your return to shore more epic.
Oh. Okay. All right. Even better. Okay. Well, then I'll see it and kind of beckon it closer underwater, and then I'll kind of mount it and hold on to the dorsal fin and pull out my flute and play some flute music to cast redirect flow. To cause the water to start flowing up the mountainside. I can control it up to 300 feet, so it's only 80 feet. And I'll just have it crest at the top, and then I'm going to persuade...
What they see as they rise up, are you riding a shark, and I picture all these fishies just plop on the side.
Exactly that. Yes, and then I'll... slowly dismount the shark and kind of pat it and drop the spell so that it returns to its regular flow, and come back to the group and say, here, so we don't have to eat those damn beads of nourishment. I brought us a rather healthy looking dinner, although I'm not the best chef, so one of you should cook it.
Oh, that was impressive.
Yeah, me too.
Oh,
I rolled on that 20, so there's 20 fishes on the side.
Ooh. That is abundance.
I'm assuming somebody's starting a campfire to cook these fishes. Or are you eating it raw?
I will attempt to, sure.
I will help.
I can light the fire, but I can't do much else.
And I just start...
Let me help with that.
Sorry.
Firebolt. Bolt.
Yeah. Didn't
Bolt.
we get a potion of
The
dragon's
bolt.
breath? Let's
But yeah.
Wow. Knowing magic is really handy. And I just
It is, isn't it?
put the tinderbox back in my pocket.
Well, I think as y'all sitting there starting fire, and
I'll start flipping through my spell book. I'm going to change my spells.
Well, it's not a new dawn yet.
Yeah, I know. Oh, yep.
Y'all settling
as we're
into-
doing it.
Oh! Can I cast Alarm across the entrance of the ruin.
All right. You want to describe how you're doing it?
Yep. Before Jenna starts settling in, she's like, "Oh gosh, I almost forgot," and she starts running over there and takes out a spool of like wire stuff, and she puts one end of the wire across one side of the door and runs across to the other side of the door with the rest of the wire, and then she just boop, and she casts alarm.
I imagine you're going to All right. And Melee, you doing your dome, or do you have enough spell slots left?
I do have a spell slot left for that, so I will go ahead and do the hut.
You can do up to 8 medium-sized creatures, right?
I think it's 10.
Oh, 10.
9 or 10. 9. It's 9.
Are you doing it
So-
over the fire, or...
Would the smirk be able to get out?
That's what I was trying to figure out. I don't think anything can penetrate it unless she allows
No.
it. But then it's smoke. It's not really creatures.
I don't. It doesn't say if smoke goes through.
I don't think it would, because it's designed to keep you hidden. If smoke is going
Mhm.
through it, it kind of reveals you. So I think you give everybody smoke inhalation.
I won't do it around the fire.
All right. Jenna, it's the first time you've seen Mela cast this spell.
Oh, that's lovely. That's very nice.
Thank you. Yeah, your
I
magic
did-
is pretty cool too.
Oh, thank you so much. I try really, really hard. I did notice, Mela, Vera, you have magic, but it's not magic that I'm familiar with. It's not arcane, and it's not natural. It's like... I've heard the rumors in the reports that you had divine magic. Is that... That's not real. The gods haven't been part of this world in so long. Is it?
I glance over to Vera.
You can have this one. It's too
Okay.
excitable for me.
Sounds good. To make a very, very long story short, yes, we have divine magic. And though the gods haven't been involved for a long time, they've always still been there, and now they're strong enough, I guess, to sort of bless a handful of people with divine gifts.
That is so amazing. You two are so lucky. Like,
Well, Daz has a hand too.
oh,
Don't
really?
you? Daz should.
Yes, I've been recently converted, if you will, to the glory and healing power of Mishikal. And have been blessed with some talents as well. Not so
That is
many in
just
the
so
arcane
amazing.
department, but a few.
Because, like, as a mage of high sorcery, and I look up, and if there's any of the moons in the sky, I just sort of gesture to them. We aim our magic around the ideals of the gods of the moons. But Lunatari, she hasn't been, a part of the world in so long. I knew she existed. I didn't think she exists. So if you guys are blessed by gods, does that mean they all exist too?
I would say so.
Oh my gosh, I have so much to beg forgiveness for.
Do not ever wish
Anyway.
that the pages of your story were rewritten, for the story has led you to where you are now.
Oh, I wouldn't want to rewrite anything. I just would like to maybe blot a few mistakes.
DM, quick question. Sorry. For the fight, she was behind me. would I have heard her try and punch the thing that was trying to attack her?
For your passive perception, yes. Because it's
Do you
like
not?
alpha
Whenever,
scale.
It didn't work very well.
You have such amazing magic abilities, but whenever we were down in the dungeon, I feel like I heard you try and punch one of those things. Why didn't you just use magic?
Oh, well, it was right there. Like, you turn around and there's a big thing right there. You just go, ah! You know? No? Just me? Okay.
Can I do an insight check on her?
Yeah, sure. Roll an insight check. And Jenna, you can make a deception or performance, whatever you want to choose.
Ugh. Not one for a total of 7.
Whoops.
Yeah, you
Well, go ahead.
believe everything she's saying. She's like, whoo! Yeah.
Well, maybe next time don't throw a punch.
Yeah, that really
Yeah.
hurt. I wasn't expecting it to hurt that much. They looked kind of squishy.
Yeah. They have a bad habit of turning to stone, though, so just be careful. I'm taking you with them when they turn to stone, so yeah, be careful.
Yeah, that doesn't sound fun.
On that regard, Ellison, I do want to say that I guess I can't speak for everyone here, but for myself, I would say that your stripes have been earned a couple times over now. You said earlier that you were, and I even goaded you further to say that in order to earn them, you should go first, but you were the first one to attack the golem without any regard for your own physical well-being, and to move down there with such limited sight as we had. Would also say that you exhibit all the, the qualities that we of the Fearless Few embody. So, I would like you to start referring to it. Is it normal for all of us, and not just is it normal for our pre-existing group of friends?
That is very kind of you, Dashin. And there's a small quiver in Ellison's voice. I thank you very much. It feels
Yes,
very nice.
yes. He has very much courage, but his strength and everything is great. But what he lacks is his studies, which is what's holding him back from being a knight. Love.
Do you need a tutor?
If you're offering, actually, that might help. Some of the trials in of physicality I've done okay with, but the whole books and reading them and understanding them, basically anything involving the books has been very tough for me.
I bet you never guessed this, but I love books. So we could team up and I could help you.
Yes. She loves books. Loves me the most, but she loves books.
Oh, this is the book talking. I thought it was Lady What's-Her-Face.
Yeah, I was like...
I'll come up with a better voice for Scribby. I totally forgot I was doing so much prep work for tonight's stream. Maybe.
Yes, I
maybe,
definitely
let's
love
go to
you the
who.
most. You're my best book.
Yes. I think I like this one better. Yes, I know I'm the best book, and she loves books.
Oh,
Why
man,
does
I'm
that
gonna
sound
love-
like Trump?
I'm gonna love Scribby.
Does it? I don't know.
Slightly. I think it's the lisp.
No, you sound like a 1920s gangster to me. Like, Mashy,
Yeah.
In my head, I was going for the Hoot Owl with the Tootsie Roll Pops. A one, a two, a three.
That must be an American thing. I got no clue.
Yeah, it is.
It's
very
a
old,
retro
too.
thing. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
a 90s commercial.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should Google it though when we're done.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Scribby can help too.
Well,
But of course.
thank you, Jen. I really, really appreciate that. And thank you, everyone, for having my back there too.
Thank you, Jenna, for taking on that incredible tasking to train Esselin. He's been a formidable fighter, but I can't seem to teach him anything about the politics, the world, and general intelligence. Good luck with
That's
that.
okay. I find that it's a good balance between the mind and the body that makes a person whole. So I hope to help you with that.
My point exactly. Ellison, you'll do good to listen. As she's taking off her armor, setting it down. Now, it is pretty late. Let's eat this fish and get some rest.
Yep.
And
Yes,
she
Dave.
lays her bed roll out and she lays down.
Jenna kind of scoots closer to you, Ellison. So what do you want to start with?
Oh.
But we can think about that next time. As we start settling in and y'all can prepare to take your long rest, do not take it yet. Wait till next time. And then y'all can have a little bit more bonding before you take a long rest and see if anything breaks your alarm bell. So, thank you everybody for hanging out tonight. Please, if you're watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. If you would like to check us out live, links to our Twitch channel is in the description. Next month is our charity event. We're rapidly coming around the corner. There's still a lot of prep work to do on my side. I'm also co-DMing with Isolde. You can catch her in Sunday's stream, which is Order to Goblet. She plays Providence. And then we also have Cleansing Rain here, and Nylish is in this game. We'll be also into that. And those are the big things coming up for my end. Probably be live streaming tomorrow night for more painting and stuff for that. So if you want a little teasers of what's going to happen, I still got to paint to player characters miniatures, so that's probably what I'll start with actually. With that being said, I'll turn it over to Cleansing Rain and the rest of the cast to give their final goodbyes while I look for somebody to raid.
Well, hello everyone again. Cleansing Rain playing Dashin Yenvari. As far as any upcoming things I have, running a campaign in which both Nylish and Jugan are members of, but we've had a lot of life things come up on my end that has caused or called for a postponing of it. The events resume. Act 2 resumes on 11/11, and so shortly after the charity event, and for Goblets and Warlocks here, we'll be resuming that, and that's about it. About to start moving this weekend or next.
All right. Jazz, glad to have you back.
Yes, I am Jazz, playing Jenna. I hope you like the character so far, and I apologize for the atrocious accent. I try, but I am Australian. Yeah, I don't have any announcements, but I hope you liked the character, and I look forward to playing her more.
Vera? Or Nylish?
Nylish here. I am also definitely looking forward to playing Indalia again at 11/11 when we get back to Nightmare Before Oz. Otherwise, we'll be doing the charity stream here coming up. You're not going to recognize who I'm cosplaying in that. You probably won't recognize me in it, but we'll leave that as a surprise.
You have to take off the headpiece for like the end of the episodes and stuff or whatever.
We'll see.
Mela?
We'll see.
Hey, Bookworm here, yet again, playing Mela. I also don't have really any announcements, but I am super looking forward to watching the charity stream with Cleansing Rain and Nylish and Jugan. So make sure to check it out. Last year's was pretty cool. So anyway, see
And,
ya next time.
Shindo.
Yep, I'm Sendo, loving playing a human fighter, the most bland characters apparently according to Jugan, but I'm having a great time playing it and great time playing D&D again. I've not seen the charity stream like I've said before, so I'll be tuning in for the first time this year. And Dashin, you inspired me. Getting back on the workout train. I went to the gym once this week, and then the rest I was just whatever. So I'm getting back on it. Got me.
That being said, I am definitely having Lithin withdrawal, so I need to give that to my grave cleric. Damn it! All right. With that being said, I guess we're right into another cast member of The Nightmare Before Oz, because Guru just went live. He was in stream earlier, so make sure we go say hi to them. Right now he's under, I think, just chatting. I don't know what he's going to be playing. Usually been playing a lot of 7 Days to Die, I think. So that being said, show some love, do the raid things. Let's see. There's the ones for just being a follower, and there's the ones for being a subscriber. So make sure you go and show them some love. And again, check out the outro music video for the stream, and I'll see you again probably tomorrow night for some painting and stuff. So, and I'll probably be rewatching last year's charity stream to get my head back into the setting. So you can tune in for that, Sindal. All right, thank you guys. Love you guys. Have a good night.
We are the fearless few, a pint of ale to see what we do. We fell giant worms and we free the weak. When danger rears, you know who to seek. We stand as beacons at night, guiding lost souls towards Magical's light. With hearts unyielding and spirits bold, the fearless few forever told. Near and far the rumors are out, no adventurers ever in doubt. Now pick your poison and stomp on the ground. We'll tell you our tale in this little town. We are the fearless few. You'll never guess what we will do. From jailbreaking pubs to walking on water, we might be the first to turn talk to slaughter. So when all hope is lost for you, there's only one thing left to do. Count those manticore balls and more. Drop to your knees and pray on the floor. Lie to a dragon, pick up your sword. Fireballs away atop the hole. Mock the siren, make her laugh, then show them what's real bloodbath. Heed the call, raise the shield wall. Hold the line no matter who falls. All your eyes out, don't know what to do. That's what it means to